Deciding to move forward after loss. Deciding to move forward after loss. One of the hardest things to do is deciding to move forward after loss. I am Carmen Chloe, creator of SingleMarriedWidow.com. It's a safe space for widows, a voice for widows. Through Single Married Widow, I empower widowed women and women in transition to grieve, to heal, to gain clarity, and to create a purposeful life after loss. So let's talk about deciding to move forward after loss. One of the biggest things when you're making a decision to pick up your bed and walk, if you will, as it speaks in the Bible, one of the biggest emotions, rather, that you may feel is guilt. You may feel guilty for deciding to move forward. You may feel like you are forgetting about your late spouse. You may feel like you are dishonoring your late spouse, the father of your children, if you have children. You may feel like you are acting as if they did not exist, but that's a whole entire lie, okay? Because we are still here, as harsh as it sounds, because we're still here and our late husband is not, we're supposed to continue to live. We still have breath in our body, so there's still something that God has for us to do here in this earth. So once you make a decision to move forward and you make a decision to live life again, that's one of the most empowering and most powerful things that you can do on this grief journey. Yes, you may have feelings of guilt. Yes, you may have feelings of disloyalty. Yes, you may have feelings of, oh my God, am I just acting as if this person didn't exist? But those are just all lies, okay? Those are lies. You're alive. You have the right and the freedom to live, and you deserve to live and have an abundant life, okay? So I just want to give you some tips on when you decide to move forward. Not move on, because move on, it just has a negative connotation, as if you're moving away from something you didn't want. None of us decided to not be married anymore, okay? That's something that happened due to life or whatever circumstances. So 3 tips on deciding to move forward after loss. Number 1, do not feel guilty. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty about deciding to move on, because you're always going to hold those memories of the person that was your spouse in your heart, okay? Number 2, don't be discouraged when you have a moment, okay? As strong as I may appear to others, I still have moments of grief where grief just overtakes me, where sadness overtakes me, where the reality of somebody who I spent 10 years of my life with just seemingly vanished out of thin air. That feeling overtakes me, and sometimes I'll get discouraged, like, okay, maybe I'm not really ready to move forward. Maybe I'm really not doing it right. But again, that's all lies in your mind. So don't be discouraged when you have a moment. Embrace those moments, okay? There is strength in those moments. There's strength in being weak and having your tears and crying and remembering your late spouse and thinking about something funny that they used to say all the time. There's strength in that. And then the last one, number 3, is know that God wants you to have joy. He wants you to have peace, and He wants you to have an abundant life. It sure as hell may not feel like it, because it's like, okay, God, if you wanted me to have all of this, why did you take my husband away? Or why did you allow for my husband to be taken away? For whatever reason. I'm not even going to get into the spiritual side of that, the spiritual semantics, but just know and believe that God, because you're still here, you're alive, you're breathing, just know that God wants you to have joy. He wants you to have peace in your mind, and He wants you to live an abundant life. So if you can find the strength and the courage when you're ready, not when somebody else feels like you should, but when you are ready to decide to move forward after loss, just know that you're going to be okay, okay? So again, I am Carmen Chloe, creator of SingleMarriedWidow.com. I want you to take advantage of my free ebook, How to Start the Grief Process. You can access that book by way of SingleMarriedWidow.com. I left the link in the description section. I also have some other goodies in the description section. If you're already a part of my email list, like this video, comment below. Make sure you subscribe and your notifications are turned on. I'll see you on the next video. Peace and blessings.